Here, the real meaning of we are going to, in this chapter, we are starting a new chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn limit of a function. In this chapter here, we are going to learn the approximation. Approximation means getting closer to one number. Here, x is getting closer to 2, and the function is fx is given as 2x. What about the function value? We are trying to guess the function value here. Now, as you see here, when x is getting closer to 2, the y values are, which is equal to, because here y is equal to 2x, it should be, all the y values are getting closer to 4 here, normally. Here, this one is getting closer to 4, so from this side also getting closer to 4, and at the end we are going to say limit x tends to 2, fx is going to be equal to 4. What is the logic of it? Sometimes we are not going to give any value for the function, so instead of giving direct value to the function, we are going to use this approximation method. If I show this one on the Excel graph, when I get closer to 2, I'm getting closer to 2, so I'm going to give closer values to 2, 1.9, it's going to be equal to 3.8, 1.95, I'm going to give the x value, and that's going to be 3.90, 1.98 I'm going to give, that's 3.96, and this is going to be the last value from the left side, 1.99 is going to be, as you see, these values are getting closer to here, as you see, these values are getting closer to 4. When you get closer to 2, these values are getting closer to 4. Or if I choose here 4.01, that's equal to, 2.01, 2.1 if I choose 4.2, it's going to be, or 2.05, that's equal to 4.10, 2.02 is 4.04, and when you 2.01, the value is getting closer to 4. And without giving the 2 value here, we are understanding this sentence was important without giving x value. Here 2, we are trying to guess the function value. Function value is getting closer to 4, so the limit of this function we are telling it's equal to 4. For the polynomial function, like in the function value, we are replacing the c value in the function only. What I mean? If I give fx is equal to 4x minus 1, and if I ask you for f2 is equal to what? You are going to write 4 times 2 minus 1, and f2 is equal to 4 times 2 is equal to 8 minus 1, f2 it's going to be equal to 7. Okay, limit x tends to 2, 4x minus 1, it's going to be same, limit x tends to 4x minus 1, solution is going to be like the function solution, 4 times 2, this 2 here comes here, minus 1, then it's going to be equal to 4 times 2 minus 1 is equal to 8 minus 1, then it's equal to 7. So limit x tends to 2, 4x minus 1 is equal to 7 going to be. Or B, limit x tends to minus 1, x squared plus 3x plus 2 is going to be equal to minus 1 square plus 3 times minus 1 plus 2 it's going to be. So the value here, minus 1 value, we are going to replace here. Minus 1 square plus 3 times minus 1 plus 2 is going to be. And that's equal to 1 minus 3 plus 2. That's equal to 1 minus 3 plus 2 is going to be equal to 0. 1 minus 3 is equal to minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, for the third one, the C1, C, here the limit t tends to 4, 3t square, 3t minus t square, sorry. Here there's no difference between the terms, x or t. Here it is given in terms of t, so we are going to replace the t value. So it's going to be equal to 3 times 4 minus 4 squared. That's going to be equal to 12 minus 16, and it's going to be equal to minus 4. And we have some exercises. We are going to solve also exercises in the class, but this exercise, let's solve them. It's going to be equal to, directly I'm going to give the values, 5 times 0, and it's equal to 0. Here we are going to replace x by 3, so it's going to be equal to 3 times 2 minus 3 is going to be equal to, and it's equal to 3 times 2 minus 3 is equal to 3 times minus 1. The answer is equal to minus 3 it's going to be. Okay, here we are going to replace the x by 6, so it's going to be equal to 6 squared minus 3 times 6 minus 15. Here this is going to be equal to 36. 36 minus 18 minus 15. 36 minus 18 is going to be equal to 18. 18 minus 15 is equal to 3. It's going to be equal to 3. 3 is the answer. Okay. Here it says that instead of x, write a. So it's going to be like 2 times a plus 1. And this is going to be 2a times a plus 2a times 1. 2a times a is equal to 2a squared, and 2a times 1 is going to be equal to 2a. What about this one? Here replace t by minus 3, so it's going to be 3 times minus 3 squared times 2 times minus 3 minus 1 is going to be 3 times 3 squared is equal to 3 times 9 times 6 minus 6 minus 1 is going to be equal to minus 7. 27 times minus 7, it's going to be equal to 27 times 7, it's going to be equal to minus 7 times 7 is equal to 9. 7 times 2 is equal to 49. It is minus 7 times 2 is equal to minus 14. We have 4 from the from 49, so minus 189 it's going to be. Here in this value we don't have any x value, so it's very easy for us because limit x tends to 3, 7 is going to be again 7. Why only 7? Because we don't have an x value, so it's going to be same.